The following program may contain strong language and mature content. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everybody!
Look at that. Did you see that amazing intro?
Amazing. And clearly, we are not Dwayne
No, we are not.
or Ryan.
We are not. No.
We're not the same hue. We're not the same age. I'm definitely not the same body type. We're not the same.
We love them to death, though. We love them.
So listen, we are the fillers. While they are taking well-deserved vacations, we are stepping in and we're doing Healthy Him Live on today.
It's kind of like what The View is doing by bringing back old guests to help them host.
Old hosts.
So here we are.
It's kind of like bringing back Sheree.
We're gonna get into that later.
I'm just saying.
We gotta get into that later.
So we are the archive versions of Healthy Hymns, and coming spring will be my joggers. So I am Dontá Morrison. I am the Associate Director of HIV Prevention. I am Dr. Dontá Morrison, the Associate Director of HIV Prevention Services here at APLA Health, soon to be Out Here, Community Services Resources in the Baldwin Hills area. And who you be?
That is a mouthful.
I am a lot, especially with gum in your mouth.
I mean, come on, that's talent. I am Ty Gaffney Smith. I'm the outreach coordinator here at Out Here Health. So like Dontá mentioned, we're turning and branding into Out Here Sexual Health Services and Community Resources. So our open house is actually coming up on April 12th. I don't know if I'm allowed to leak that sort of information.
Said it now, and you said, I was like,
it's out. Beyonce's album, April 12th. So here we go. But yeah, we're having an open house April 12th. So
but we are currently open. So if you need sexual health services,
come to the open house.
We do. But in between now and then, you feel a slight itch, twinge, or burn, you can come on down to the Out Here Sexual Clinic.
I saw where your mind went.
Right. And we offer free HIV and STI testing and treatment. So if you are right now in need of HIV testing or STI treatment, please stop on by Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We are here. Hours are Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Wednesday and Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. 10 to 7, that means, listen, you can get off work. You can work a full day. Yeah. You can burn through your whole day, and not waste sick time to come and get tested. Get off work, come on down.
At the office itchy, and be like, I get off at 5 and need some services, and you can get your butt right on over here to get treated for that itchiness.
Because who wants to use their sick time when they're not really sick?
You're not really sick.
Save your sick time to go to Six Flags.
That's all it is.
All right, so today's show, we're going to wing it, to be quite honest with you.
Oh, we do have to bring up that the show is sponsored.
The show is sponsored. APLA Health, Pyro Media Network, and the CDC. So the CDC funds everything related to Healthy Him. So Healthy Him is a program specifically designed for Black MSM between 18 to 39 to promote HIV testing, STI testing and screening, linkage to care for persons living with HIV, and access to PrEP and PEP services.
You're still doing that with gum in your mouth.
Still doing that. So thank you, CDC, for giving us the funding we need to make sure that this continues. It is an important work, especially within our community. So thank you. Shout out, kudos to the CDC.
And shout out to Pyro Media Network for giving us this platform to be able to do this professionally, because this could have been an iPhone in a bathroom.
But the acoustics in bathrooms are sickening.
It depends on what kind of bathroom you have.
I mean, ain't that what Tamar did her last album? So, as we talk about today, we don't really have an outline. Normally, Dwayne and Ryan, they spend weeks on end drafting and outlining, creating content and researching and whatnot. But me and Ty, we didn't have that because unlike them, we don't sit around all day and try to think about what can we talk about on the Healthy Him Live. We don't have time to do that. So we were just thrown in here on today, and we're going to do our best as possible to keep you as entertained for the next 45 minutes, as well as getting some wonderful commercials, some sound bites about Pyro, sound bites about Swab and Chill, and all this kind of stuff. So hopefully you enjoy us.
Yes. We are a lot of fun, believe it or not.
We really are. So for starters, I want to talk about, so we don't talk about sexual health enough. I mean, we talk about it, but we don't really have fun with it. And in the midst of COVID, the past 2.5 years has really put a highlight on these masks and wearing masks and not breathing and all kind of stuff.
It didn't mean that people stopped having sex.
People were smashing left and right, because one thing you can do in the midst of a pandemic is still have sex for free with your mask on. Isn't that wonderful? Or off. So we're going to talk about that. So if you have had unprotected random sex in the last 3 months and have not gotten an HIV test,
so exciting.
You know, it's so snippy.
I know, it's so exciting.
Right. If you have done that within the last 3 months, it is no shade to you. Get your life, live your best life, but still know your HIV status. If you are someone living with HIV and you have fallen out of care, or said, I'm not taking these pills no more, I'm sick of it. No, get back in care. We want you to become undetectable. Yes. And Ty, why is undetectable important?
Because undetectable equals untransmittable. Meaning, if you are on your I know.
Is that
Can
new?
we get the
right? Is that new?
Sheree joggers?
Oh my God!
It means that if a person is HIV positive and takes their medication on a consistent basis and reaches a undetectable viral load, they cannot transmit the virus during sex. Meaning, if the condom breaks, if you think that you put the condom on in the dark.
What?
You don't have to worry about that guilt of possibly transmitting it to anybody else. But you have to be linked into care. You have to be taking your medications to reach an undetectable status. And we specialize in that.
So you're telling me that a person living with HIV can actually have sex with someone and not transmit the virus?
That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm saying.
So is that why linkage to care is so important?
That is exactly why linkage to care is so important. And you also get to sit with Kaylin and have lunch. Linkage to care is excellent.
So how many of y'all out there knew that a person living with HIV will not necessarily always transmit the virus if they're undetectable? And that is why linkage to care is so important. That is why adhering to your medication is crucial. It is imperative that you out there living with HIV, and again, this is no judgment. Why? Because, hey, guess who else has HIV? This guy, him right here. He has it. It is important to get into care because it's not only about you, it is about the people that you are being intimate with. All right.
And also, I want to say something to the naysayers that are watching this and probably like, I don't believe that. That doesn't make any sense. Why have I not heard of it? It is fully accessible to look it up. It's been on several stations on the news, especially since its conception of the idea that undetectable would equal untransmittable. You're just not doing your research. What happens is we like to challenge things that we know nothing about. So I'm here to tell you you're wrong. If you think that that's not true, you can look it up right this second. Find several articles from the CDC and whoever else can do an article on undetectable equals untransmittable. We've been talking about it for the past 2 to 3 years. So if you don't know it, I am kind of side-eyeing you.
So all you got to do is go to Google right now and type in the letter U, the equal sign, and the letter U. U equals U. And a plethora of information will come up that will educate you.
Give us a call and tell us what you found.
And this is also important for people who are in serial discordant relationships. I know some of y'all right now is like, serial discordant?
Does it mean that we like 2 different cereals?
Right. What's that all about?
No.
Serial discordant means one partner is positive, one partner is negative.
Yes.
If you're in a serial discordant relationship, you are HIV negative. Don't panic. Don't be all like, oh my God, I can't fall in love with you because oh my God. No, you because you. Work with your partner. Yes. You can be your partner's support system. You can be your partner's comfort. You can be your partner's reminder. But don't be a nag. Don't be an irritant. But just be there for your partner. When they don't like taking their medication, just say, hey, remember, we're in this together.
Yeah, take it.
It's not just about you.
And you need to also, as the negative partner, inquire about PrEP services.
PrEP, what is that?
PrEP is that one pill that you can take a day that'll make you gay. I'm kidding.
I heard about Truvada, but I ain't heard about PrEP.
So Truvada for PrEP.
Because the commercial says Truvada.
It's PrEP. It's your blue
Right.
pill that protects you from HIV. You take it daily.
Oh.
You take it daily, and it protects you from HIV. If you have a possible HIV infection or exposure, sorry, not infection, PrEP will coat your cells to make sure that the HIV virus doesn't attach to your blood cells.
What does PrEP even stand for?
It stands for pre-exposure prophylaxis.
Can you spell that?
No, but I'm gonna name my daughter that when she
I
is
mean,
born. Yeah, her name will be PrEP.
Come on, Prepana.
Yeah, come outside, girl. We're not gonna jump you.
So if you need to get on PrEP, you can contact us here at APLA Health /out here.
Yeah.
You can give us a call. Just reach out to us. The number changed.
Like 6 times. We'll have it go at the bottom of this.
Yeah, once we get it.
Because it's like, you ever had like somebody that you were like dealing with, and every other minute they had a different phone?
Right, and then they get mad when you don't call them.
That's us.
Why you ain't called me? You changed your number.
Or if they text you, you be like, who this? Oh, wow, really? Your number changed 4 times.
Forgot me that quick, shorty.
I did.
It's like, I didn't forget you, but I'm just saying. But if you need PrEP, reach out to us here at APLA Health, or just stop on by 3741 South La Brea Avenue in the city of Los Angeles. All right. So listen, what I'm talking about right now, we're talking about PrEP. And why is PrEP so important? Because it can decrease the rates of new infection. There's this thing that we always talk about. It's called the Safer Sex Toolkits. You know, the Safer Sex Toolkit. And the Safer Sex Toolkit consists of what? Things like PrEP, that's safer sex.
That is.
Condoms,
safer sex.
Dental dams.
Safer sex.
Do people use dental dams? I don't know.
They're pretty fun. Sorry.
So a dental dam basically is like getting some saran wrap and putting it over the pink parts. And your pink parts are your anal opening or the vagina.
Light brown, hairless parts. Sorry. Hey,
that took a turn.
We're filling in.
So we're doing. So you put the dental dam over those parts, and then you can have cunnilingus. You know.
Oh, I don't like that word.
You can have cunnilingus safely. So if you want to get a little tongue action on the vagina, and you have a dental dam over it, guess what? You are keeping yourself from getting exposed to the fluids.
And the dental dam can be flavored.
It can be flavored. They have Tabasco. They got Tapatio. They got ceviche flavor. Jalapeno. They got Louisiana fried chicken flavor. You know, they got the Meg sauce flavor.
I would have sex a lot more with the fried chicken.
I'm just saying, I get the orange chicken flavor.
Do you really?
I do.
Okay, come on, being all exotic.
Sponsored by Panda Express.
Which is not authentic Asian food, but
but nonetheless.
Nonetheless.
Like Taco Bell is real Mexican food. Right. Yeah, so really what we're trying to tell you right now is sex can be fun. And being in the bedroom with your partner, it can be fun. Learn to explore. Learn to step outside the box. Don't do the basics, because basic can get boring. Basic can get mundane. Basic can get old.
SZA said, and I quote, "Missionary is getting it boring. Can we switch positions?"
I'm just saying.
Else. Make up one.
And some of y'all out there, you love to be advantageous, but you know what, Ty?
What?
How many of you are really open about what you like to do in the bedroom with your partner?
Oh, that's a good question.
Or do you keep it safe for fear of being judged or labeled as a hoe or whatever the case may be?
Ooh, talk dirty to me.
Yeah, I know it's a lot of y'all out there. You meet somebody, you get in a relationship and whatnot, and you lead the person to believe that, I just like to have sex once a week.
And
look me in my eye when we do it.
Right. And it's always protected, should be. But it's always protected.
Face to face, look me in my eye.
Right. And all that, we can pray.
And all that kind of stuff. Right. But then in the back of your mind, you're like, oh my God, I want to have some porn star type sex. I want to be gutted.
I want to
treat me like I'm nothing, like I'm dirt. Right. But because we have done so much sex shaming, slut shaming, and all that kind of stuff, we don't allow people the space to be honest about what they want to do in the bedroom.
It's true.
And oftentimes that can challenge relationships because you wonder why your mate is not satisfying you. Why? Because you have not told them what satisfies you.
And then also from a safety standpoint, if you are in a safe space, being able to share what you do like to do in the bedroom, you can find out what's safe to certain standards and what isn't. The last thing you want to do is to go into it blindly with this idea that, okay, well, I want to tell you everything that I'm interested in. No, find your safe space. Find your safe space, live in that safe space, and do your research. If you like it, look it up. If you look it up, figure out what the safer ways to do it is. Or if you and your partner are monogamous, I don't know if people believe in that anymore. You and your partner are monogamous.
That's shaming. If they're not monogamous, if they're polyamorous, that is fine.
If you are polyamorous, that's fine. But there is a level of safety that needs to be added to that as well, because now you're including other people.
There is discretion.
There is discretion.
But not necessarily. If you're polyamorous, if it's 3 of y'all, three of y'all are monogamous.
Yeah.
Can you have monogamous polyamory?
I don't know if I can do to Drake what Odell is going to like. So we need to have that conversation.
Why I gotta be Drake and Odell? Why
'Cause
it can't be like Drake and
Because they're
Rihanna?
together.
Why
Because they're together.
still?
Yeah.
I thought that in the Super Bowl weekend.
Oh, it might have. But he did win the Super Bowl.
He did.
Yeah, technically. I don't know.
So I mean,
you're
we'll
right.
revisit that next
Yeah.
week. So anyway, when it comes to relationships and intimacy and sex, you have to be open, be transparent, as comfortable.
Yeah.
As comfortable. Because if you still fear being judged, you might want to be like, yo, this may not be the person for me. Because some people honestly are just like perfect patties. They just want to do it, though. We stay in this box. Anything outside the box may scare them.
It's boring.
They may scare them, may not be prepared for that. They may not want that because of either their beliefs, how they were raised, whatever the case may be. And if you are the kind of person that swings some chandeliers and whatnot, you probably want to get someone that can match your energy, or you're going to cheat.
Yeah.
You're going to cheat.
Very true.
And people always say, I didn't mean to cheat. Yes, you did.
I mean, so what did you mean to do in the process of doing that?
Because cheating takes work.
And a lot of like effort.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of effort into this. Like, speaking for a friend.
It takes work. You have called the person.
Yep.
You set up a time.
You came up with a fake phone number.
You've gassed up your whip.
Mhm.
You've driven there. You washed. You dushed. You shaved. You did all the prep. And then you get home and you want to cry and say, I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah.
Well, what did you mean to do?
And if you both can't host, God knows where y'all did it at.
I mean, sit another part.
Oh. We giving away
By the train tracks.
the secrets.
I'm just saying, if you didn't mean to do it, what did you mean to do?
Yeah.
All that prep time you put in preparing yourself,
Yeah.
what did you mean to do if you did not mean
had a
to cheat?
conversation with your partner.
Talk to your partner, and if your
Yeah.
partner say, yo, I'm not down with all of that kind of stuff,
Mhm.
then you guys can move on and say, well, we're not going to work out
At
because
least you cover your bases.
there's going to
by
come a
having that
time,
conversation.
right? There's going to come a time when I want to spit in your face and have you call me out my name.
Yeah.
I mean,
Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays.
right. So so that's that. So let me see, Kwame, Pyro Media. What time do we do commercial? Because normally we have this whole, like I said, Dwayne and Ryan have this whole flow chart. Me and Ty right now, we are.
Well, I feel
it.
like he'll also tell us.
He'll
let us know on the.
But
He
that
has
was,
correspondence with us. He'll let us know.
but that was kind of a way of saying, Kwame, can we go to commercial from Ty to talking?
We have about 10 minutes more.
Oh, 2 minutes talking?
10 minutes is good.
That's good.
So you know what I want to have a conversation about
What?
really fast? So we were talking about safe sex and like HIV, and we're talking about STDs and all that good stuff.
How many STDs are there? Just throw it out there.
There are a lot.
For those of y'all that think how many STDs are in existence?
That's a good question. Put your answers off to the
And
side.
those of you that can list as many as you can, go for it.
The ones that are in the United States. Don't go to Brazil and the rest
Right.
of
Don't go to Bangladesh and all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
But how many sexually transmitted diseases are there?
Yeah.
All right.
And
Continue.
then also, so we were talking about STDs, HIV, and all that other stuff. So in LA County, we're having a really, really bad syphilis outbreak. And one thing that I've noticed that we had a conversation about last week is that the treatment for syphilis can be 2 shots and a set of pills.
Yep.
You get the 2 shots on separate occasions.
Yep.
So I'm wondering, do people follow up with their STD and sexual health service treatment? Like you come in 3 to 6, you come in every 3 to 6 months.
Mhm.
And then after that, you're like, oh, I'm all good. But if you get syphilis and it requires you to come back and get that second shot, are you following up with that? Is that the reason why we're in this situation? So if you're watching this and you've never had syphilis, when you get diagnosed with syphilis, what can happen is the syphilis goes untreated. You can get marks on your skin, lose your hair, lose some of your sight, and it can also eat away at your brain. It's more than just a sexually transmitted disease. It becomes
crazy.
a part of your lifestyle.
Ask Al Capone.
I mean, so, and then also I think Hitler had
Hitler.
syphilis too.
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah, 2 different vibes.
Right.
But I wonder if that's what's causing the syphilis outbreak to continue to go up.
No, what's causing it is folks ain't getting tested.
Okay.
Take your butt down to the clinic.
Yeah.
If
There's
you are
something
out
burns
there,
and
if you are
itches
out
coming
there
in.
gutting or getting gutted, again, no judgment, but it is important to you to make sure, it is important to us to make sure that you're on top of your sexual health.
Yes.
All right. No, I'm not shading nobody who is enjoying their sex life. Do you, boo?
Yeah.
Do
Have
you?
fun.
But understand, you must get tested because we do not want you to continue to spread these diseases.
No.
Syphilis, chlamydia, gonorrhea, herpes, HIV. All that stuff is still running rampant, and it's because people are not getting tested. And then when they do get tested, like Ty said, they're not getting treated, or they will start the treatment and won't finish it. Oftentimes, what happens is you would get this bottle of pills.
Mhm.
Take for 14 days.
Yeah.
You will take it for 9.
And
because
then be like,
the
I'm
symptoms
done.
stop.
I feel fine. I'm good.
Hand me my cranberry juice. Let's go wash out the rest of it. No, you take all 14.
Give me my ginger ale bowl because that clears out everything.
Right, you in there steaming, holding your head over a towel in a pot, trying to cure syphilis. No, throw that water in the sink.
Yeah.
But you gotta finish the medication. You gotta finish the dosages because all that plays a part in curing you and eradicating the infection from your system.
So what we're saying also too is stop self-diagnosing yourself.
Please.
The number one symptom of an STD is no symptoms at all.
And many of y'all out there watching right now, sad to say, are walking around with an STD. Mm-hmm. You have it. Yeah. You have an STD right now, but because we, Black folks, we don't go to the doctor unless we are sick, unless we are coughing up a lung. Yeah, we will not go to the doctor because we don't want to call out sick because sick days are not for sick. Sick days are for Six Flags. Yeah. We don't do that. We don't do
That's
that.
A word.
But we have to incorporate sexual health into our healthcare regimen.
Dude.
Just because you don't feel sick does not mean you do not have an STD. Please go out shaking the table. Oh,
we can't pull it. We can't shake the table anymore.
Well, I'm shaking tables about people getting tested, getting treated. Shaking tables.
You're pulling a Carly Rae
it's making me mad. It bothers me. But you made a good point, Ty. Yeah. Finish the regimen. And if you don't know if you have an STD, get tested.
Yeah,
it is important. And for HIV tests, if you don't want to come to the clinic, guess what you can do? What can they do? They
can do a swab and chill test.
Oh my God!
Home. If you guys don't know what swab and chill is, it's Healthy Hims initiative at home HIV testing. So that means that you don't even have to leave your couch. Nope. You can literally pet your cat, not anything dirty. You can literally pet your cat and take this test, and you get your results within 20 minutes?
20 minutes.
In the comfort of your own
and
home.
it's
you don't
free.
Have to throw in your real shoes. You can keep your house shoes on.
It didn't cost you a thing. All you got to do is give us a call. We'll mail the test kit out to you, and we'll walk you through how to do it. Yeah. We can do it via the telephone or virtually.
Mm-hmm. And you get your results right there in your own home. But you have to hit us up with the results, though. We want to know.
And we're doing this to remove the excuses because all of y'all keep using the excuse, I don't have time to get an HIV test. Mm-hmm. Your clinic isn't open late enough. Yada, yada, yada. I live too far. I ain't got no car. I ain't got that. Fine. Shut up the noise. Mm-hmm. We'll mail it to you.
Yes.
Now what?
Yeah. What you gonna do now?
Yeah, now what?
What you gonna do now?
We'll even mail you too if you live with your boo.
Yeah.
So y'all can take it together.
And it's also not weird to get an HIV test with having a partner. I know we can go on and on because me and Dante have these conversations all day, right? It's not weird to get an HIV test with your partner or without your partner. You are responsible for your own health, and in your relationship, it's cool not to have secrets. I get it. I love him. Let me tell him everything. Cool. But when you take charge of your sexual health, you can go get an STD test. You can go get an HIV test. If your partner feels some kind of way about that, then you should kind of side eye and be like, well, why do you feel some kind of way about me making sure that I'm good enough or in the right space for you? Mm-hmm. Like making sure that I'm taking care of my health for you. Mm-hmm. If you are HIV positive, taking your medication and get into an undetectable status, I'm in a space where I'm not going to do anything to you, and I want you to return the favor to me as the HIV negative partner.
Right.
I don't want anything that itches and burns.
And some of y'all probably watching this wondering, well, what if I live outside of LA County? Will y'all mail the test kit to me? So here's the trick. Here's the thing. Not the trick. Here's the thing. Yes, we can do it, but I'm a little bit resistant to doing that as the associate director because if you get the test, let's say, listen, God, let them know. Let's say you live in Fresno or you live somewhere way out, and then I mail the kit out to you and you test positive. It'll be difficult for me to get you in the care.
True. Yeah.
My thing is I want to make sure that we are able to stay hands-on with you as a client of ours for the duration. So if you test positive at home and you let me know, Dante, I just tested positive. Where you live? I live in Carson. Bet. There's an Uber on the way to pick you up to bring you right here to me, and I'm going to walk you to our clinic and navigate you through the whole process.
Absolutely.
That is why we were kind of hesitant to mailing test kits far out because we don't want to feel alone. If you test positive, you're all by yourself. I can't link you in effectively. I don't know what services are in your area.
That too, Dante. If you are in one of those areas that's outside of LA County, this message should even encourage you to just go get an HIV test at your nearest location.
It should.
Even if it's not an at-home test, still take the initiative to do your due diligence to make sure that you are keeping tabs on your sexual health. And either way your result goes, because we are very positive here. Did you like that?
Pause affirming.
Pause affirming. How about that? Even if your test becomes HIV positive, it's not the end of the world. I think that 2022 has shown us with you equals you and all other things. HIV, there are people living long, healthy, successful lives. So don't be afraid of your result. You should be more afraid about when the last time you had an HIV test was, as opposed to me getting my results for X, Y, and Z.
Right.
You know, make sure that you stay on top of your sexual health.
Right.
You being in charge of that is probably the sexiest thing that you could possibly do on either sides of the spectrum, because HIV positive individuals still get chlamydia, syphilis, and gonorrhea.
Right.
Just like HIV negative individuals get chlamydia, syphilis, and gonorrhea. So you have to be very intentional on making sure that you are taking care of your health. I think there's nothing sexier than a guy that takes care of himself.
I agree.
In all aspects of it.
I think it's nothing more mature.
Yeah.
Everybody act like they grown, want to be grown, but when it comes down to what's your status, oh, I don't know.
I ain't been tested
I ain't been tested, but I've been to the club though.
Oh, okay. You know, they have like little vans outside of the club.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we've been in the club several times. So yeah. No, but taking charge of your sexual health is very, very important. Me and Dante can't stress that enough. And then also pay attention to, you know, the example that we're trying to give you as far as Dante, myself. We get tested. Mm-hmm. We make sure that our
Well, I don't know more. I ain't got an HIV test in like 22 years.
Because you don't need one. I'm talking about the other stuff.
The last one I got was in June of 1999. We see how that went.
What about your chlamydia, syphilis, and gonorrhea tests?
I get those.
Okay.
I get those just because, not because I have any fear or concerns because I'm in a relationship.
Well, we love him.
But you never know. You just never know.
Yeah.
You know, but yes, I get tested every time I go to the doctor for my checkup. HIV, been there, done that. But the rest of them, sure, why not? Go ahead.
You get tested every time I go to the
because doctor. Everybody need a reason to fight. Because that test come back positive, it's gonna be smoke in the city.
Ooh, we don't want that. Looking like Gotham City.
It's gonna go crazy. It's gonna be dark. It's gonna be dark in Leimert Park.
That's all it is. Kwame just gave us the green light, so we're about to go to commercial, and then after that, you'll be back with more Dontá and Ty.
Right, for part 2.
We know you love it,
and part 2 gonna be gutter. It's gonna be gutter.
So gutter. I'm so
get ready. Go get your grease. Get your grease. Get your oil. Get that gun oil. Yeah.
Gun oil is expensive.
Well, we got ballers watching the show. Get that pure.
Oh, we got
get pure. That's synthetic.
We got ballers watching the show.
Ballers
That's why they watch it during the day, huh? Because they're at work.
They ain't got to go to work. They ain't no job. You work for me, son.
We'll be right back, ballers.
Boom.
Are you in need of a quick and easy way to know your HIV status? Swab and Chill is a discreet way to learn your status in the comfort of your own home. The process gives you results in 20 minutes. Swab the upper gums, swab the lower gums, and voila! Simply follow the colorful step-by-step instructions located inside the kit. Or call APLA and we can assist you virtually. In addition, all kits include condoms and lube for that penetrative fun. For our trans clients, we have Swab and Chill Plus, a customizable kit for trans-specific needs. And we haven't forgotten about COVID either. All kits include personal protection gear, like face masks, comfortable yet stylish. A personal touch tool for dealing with those germ-infested handles and ATM keypads. Wet wipes for those little messes that need cleaning up. Also, keep that summer body protected with Swab and Chill sunscreen. And don't forget about our fanny packs for those quick trips to the store. All this can be yours. Simply call Swab and Chill at 323-329-9713 or email us at swabandchill@apla.org. We would love for you to be part of our Swab and Chill family.
Swab and Chill
Right, yeah. Hey, and we're back. Put up some quick commercials,
Okay, I was kidding. There's some quick
They should
one.
be at least 10 or 15 minutes.
I wanted at least 2 Pizza Hut commercials in
Right.
the process.
I want to
of
go
this.
eat.
Okay. I am a little hungry.
All right, so listen. So here at our location, we do a lot of things. Outside of the Swab and Chill at-home HIV testing kit, we also have programs for substance use. And our substance use program has one thing that they do that I really, really love. They distribute fentanyl test strips.
What are those?
So I'm glad you asked. If you've never heard of fentanyl, fentanyl, however you want to say it, it is a highly potent drug that can literally kill you in less than a minute.
And how much is you need?
Right, you need like a grain of sand, So this drug has been added to like crystal meth, cocaine, all kind of stuff. And when people take it, it stops their heart.
Mm-hmm.
So if you watched, I don't know what you could have watched, but there have been shows out now that show the effects of fentanyl and what it
Also,
does.
if you're familiar with Mac Miller, the rapper,
Yeah.
he passed away from a fentanyl overdose and some of his stuff that he was dabbling in.
Right, he did a lot.
Yeah.
So the fentanyl testing strips, what they do is they test the drug for fentanyl, and I happen to have one right here.
Ooh.
Because we give you a nice handy dandy pack. So if you are a person who uses substances, again, no judgment.
Yeah.
We want you to use safely. You can stop by our locations, all of our APLA Health locations, and you can get a free fentanyl test strip. So this fentanyl test, I'm not going to open it because these things kind of cost.
Yeah, we need all of them.
I don't want to waste it. So basically, you can get, let me see that water bottle. So you would get, say, a water bottle, and you will pour the water in a cap. You put some of the drug in there, and then you would put the test strip in that water, and then it will let you know if there is fentanyl in the drug. Present in the drug.
And then don't sit here and think, I don't need these. I know my dealer, this, that, and the third. Mac Miller thought he knew his too. And you at $30K a year.
And I think Michael Williams. I don't know Michael Williams.
Yeah.
We all know Michael Williams, great actor with the scar. I mean, fentanyl is out there, and fentanyl is in Black communities, Latino communities.
Yes,
fentanyl is out there. It is present, and it is knocking folks out. It is taking people out. So if you are using substances, if you are a party and player, please test your drugs. It is so important to do so, and we can help you test those drugs. Just give us a call at the number that you will get at some point. Because there it is. Okay.
Because we are like that ex-boyfriend. Like I said, if you're just tuning into this, we have changed our number like 6 million times.
We changed it after commercial.
Yes, it actually changed in between commercials again. Yeah, it was just crazy.
But yeah, you can get a fentanyl test strip absolutely free. No questions asked. That's the part I love. It is no questions asked. All right.
I like that.
Another conversation that we often overlook is the use of condoms, because with all the talk about PrEP and PEP, people still forget that a lot of folks just don't like using condoms. And that's fine. If you want a raw dog, you can do that. But for those of you that raw dog, you can do that. But for those of you that are like really condom focused and want to use condoms, please make sure you're using the condom the right way. Yes. With that being said, this is a condom. So if you are out there and you've never seen a condom, let's say you're a minor. Oh, not a minor. Let's say you're
this can get R. Kelly real quick.
Yeah. Let's say you're high school aged. Okay. You're like 17, right at the brink of 18. Yeah. You're like, hey, I want to start having sex, because if you're under 18, you should not be having sex. Yeah. I was having sex. This is a condom, lad or ladette. This is a condom.
Or a ladette.
Right. Ladette. Oh, ladette. Ladette. A lad or ladette. Lady.
Ladies and gentle thems.
Right, gentle thems. Ladies and gentle thems. Yeah. So condoms can save your life, and it is so important that you understand how to properly use a condom. Absolutely. One thing that I always tell people when I am doing my condom demos, primarily to high school students, is that just because you feel that you will look better having a Magnum Max or a Trojan XL and all that, that does not mean it's going to fit.
Yeah.
The average penis size is 6 inches.
I could do that.
The average penis size is 6 inches, and most men try to be like, oh, I got way more than 6. Okay, you have 7.
6 and a quarter.
Right, go off, bro. And I think that it's important that we understand that we are not size shaming individuals and whatnot, because a lot of these kids out there, because they have access to porn, they can log in and see porn left and right. Of course, all the porn stars are going to have these gargantuan sized penises, and the kid is going to feel like, man, I don't measure up.
And the purpose of porn is for you to watch this and fantasize about this. You are not the person taking it or giving it.
Right.
Your reality could be a little different. It doesn't make you less of a man, woman, or a they.
Exactly. And fellas, please don't think that the bigger your thing is, the more pleasure it's going to bring.
It's not.
That it's not, because a lot of females will tell you, yo, I don't want that big old thing up in me. A lot of fellas say, yo, I want that big old thing up in me. So if you're small, you might be a blessing to somebody. They may like, I appreciate it. But if you are smaller, do not go out there and put on no Magnum condom.
It's not going to work.
It's not going to fit.
It's going to get lost.
I'm going to show you what's going to happen. So this is a Trojan or a Kimono Max. All right. So this is made for the bigger size man. This has girth. This has, length and all that kind of stuff. And then right here, we have a handy dandy penis. Just happen to be sitting here.
And it's purple.
So if you happen to see a purple penis coming your way, know that it was Dante's.
And it's been used.
Right. So if you are an average size, let's say this is kind of an average size, and then we go to put this on, and then let's say you get this Magnum. All right. You got this Magnum condom because you want to feel like Johnny on the spot.
Oh, yeah.
You want to be that dude. Yeah, you want to be that dude.
Yes.
Look at all of this left over.
It's access.
Look at all this extra just condom hanging off.
And with the friction, what do you think is going to happen with this?
Right. So go, Ty, go. Let me have it. Let me have it. Oh my God. My God. What? Yeah, give it to me. Give it to me.
What happens?
Where'd the condom go?
In you.
What? So the condom's inside of me now?
Yeah.
Oh my God. If the condom's inside of me, that means that you are what? Penetrating me raw.
And I've already came.
Oh my God. You put ejaculation in my anal canal?
I thought it was going to be in the condom, but now the condom's in you, so now it's leaking out inside of you.
So not only is your ejaculation fluid leaking from the condom, it's leaking from your penis. And so that means I have pre-cum and semen in my anus, along with a condom that is now lodged deep inside my body cavity.
And I also have to go because my partner doesn't know that I'm here.
Oh my God. So Ty, how do I get this out of me?
I don't know. It's up to you. I don't know.
Because it's really not your problem, is it?
It's not my issue.
Now it's my problem.
Yeah, my dick is going.
So now that the dick is gone, the condom's inside of me, I hear the car start, the engine rev, and a skirt gone. No, I'm sitting here with not only Ty's juices in me, but this really big condom that's now lodged in my anus.
Somewhere in there. Yeah.
How do I get this out? And for females, it can be lodged in your vagina. Oh my God. How do I get this out of my vagina?
Has anyone ever seen that episode of Insecure when she
Yes, I did.
It's like that.
So how do you get this out? Basically with forceps. You have to get a tool to go up in there and hunt and dig. And as you're wincing and moving, then they say, okay, we got it.
But the semen's already in you.
Everything's in you. Every piece of dropping that was excreted from this individual that you didn't know their first, middle, or last name,
or that they had to leave,
is now inside of you.
Yeah,
it's now inside of you, and their Grindr account has been deleted,
or they've been blocked.
You can't find them at all,
no.
And now you're wondering. You're sitting there shaking. Do I have something now? Did this person give me something? I have no idea. What do I do? Yeah. You can't talk to your friends because your friends are probably immature as well. They're gonna laugh and judge you and call you goofy.
The condom got lost inside of you.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
How you let that happen?
He must have really been banging your walls.
Couldn't be you, sis. Oh yeah. Right. And now you're sitting there waiting. You can't get an HIV test the next day because there's a thing called a what?
The window period.
And the window period lasts how long, Ty?
It's 4 to 12 weeks.
So that means you got to wait upwards of 3 months before you get an accurate HIV test.
Which is why we recommend coming in every 3 to 6 months.
Right. So not only have you had a condom lodged into your anus by a total stranger, you're going to be on pins and needles for 3 months until you get your results back. Yeah. But wait. There is something you can do.
What can they do?
It starts with a P. It ends with a P.
Oh, is it PEP?
Oh my God!
Oh my goodness!
Shut up! Okay. Time was out.
PEP is post-exposure prophylaxis, which is different than PrEP because PrEP is pre-exposure. So post is afterwards. So you have 72 hours to get in contact with us.
How many hours?
72 hours. That's
How many days is that? You know the kids can't count.
That's 3 days, and if we had sex on a Friday,
see you Monday morning.
I mean,
first thing.
That's it. You have 72 days to get on PEP. And what PEP is a 30-day regimen of a set of pills that you can take that will eradicate the possibility of you getting HIV
or seroconverting
from an exposure. Do you see all the tools we have?
So basically, PrEP is birth control. PEP is the morning after pill.
Look at this.
Hey! kids ain't ready.
Oh, Dwayne and Ryan could never.
It is so easy not to contract HIV. It is so easy not to contract it.
It's so easy.
So while y'all out there saying, girl, I don't want to get that, I don't want to get this, you don't have to. Get on PrEP. Or after a slip up, call the clinic and get on PEP.
Stop sitting there thinking that everything's will be fine. If I close my eyes, nobody else can see me. No, we can still see you, baby. We need to make sure that you get in, get treated, and get on PEP.
Be proactive about your health. Don't wait until the last minute and be like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm gonna do. We're telling you right now what to do. So don't panic because you're not gonna find him again.
No,
trust me, he's gone.
Like that condom.
He is right. He is with his man. He is gone. You never existed.
I blocked you.
And if you see him out in public, he is not gonna know you. Trust me.
And you'll look crazy trying to fight me because people will be like, "What are you doing?
What are you talking about?" And his man's gonna fight you along with him because you're a liar.
Probably because you're a liar.
You are a liar.
Yes, it's yes.
So it's just best that you take care of yourself. Own the part you played in all of this. Be accountable for your own health. Stop going out trying to attack somebody that did you wrong when you didn't ask the right questions.
We all have to take responsibility. And that's the biggest thing. I think that ultimately we can get to a really good space when it comes to HIV and STDs if people just take responsibility for self. You cannot put the responsibility in the hands of someone that you met on Grindr or Jacked and known them for 5 minutes. 5 minutes, dump and go.
Stop falling in love on an app.
What?
Not on the first encounter.
You don't even know what his favorite color is.
No.
And it's not the color underwear he wore.
It's not. Or the color of his penis because it could be purple underneath all that blackness.
It could be. You never know.
Just saying. All right. This is lube. Lube is super important as well because every time you have anal sex, there is some tearing. I don't care how good your bottom game is. There is always some tearing. Why? Because the anus is not a vagina.
It's very similar to the skin in here.
Right. Meaning that in where?
My cheek. I know. The skin is like this. It's like this in here.
Get close to the camera, now. Just.
The skin is like this in here.
So that's the booty.
that's the butt.
That's the booty right there. That's the butt. You want to say this side of the booty? There you go, right there.
We should do this more.
I miss you. So hard to see it. I want to have my booty look on the inside. Girl, go to the bathroom, pull your cheek out. That's the side of your booty right there. Like that is it.
That's what it looks like.
That's it. It's no different. That is your pink part. So the pink part, like I said, the top of the show, pink part. Yes. Inside of the anus, inside of the mouth, inside of the penis, and inside of the vagina. Yeah. All that is pink. It could be brown and decayed on the outside, but on the inside, trust you me, it is pink.
Yes. And it's sensitive. Like if you bite your cheek, you can bleed from eating and stuff like that. Your anal lining is very sensitive like that as well, where if there is a lot of friction, there could be some rips and some tears. And what happens when there's rips and tears?
Blood. And blood is a fluid that transmits HIV. So every time you are bottoming, every time that you are just taking one for the team, you want to make sure you have an adequate amount of lubrication to decrease the tearing. You
know what I've heard, Dante?
What?
Well, I didn't bleed because when I pulled out, it was clean as a whistle. You wouldn't see it because you had a little bit of lube or some spit, and you were penetrated. So if you were bleeding, it wouldn't come out on his penis as this bloody mess. It would literally stay in you, and your walls would be
microscopic. It's called microscopic. I mean, the same way some of y'all swear y'all skeet semen out of your anus.
No, it's not possible.
Oh my God, I came out of my... What?
What? Okay, girl, you go with that. Right. You go with that.
Be great.
Yeah, you go
be
with
great.
That.
But the odds of you, that's really fungi and bacteria. Yeah. So all that cream that you think that you're giving, that is not cum.
No.
That is bacteria, that is yeast. Yeah. That is because you have not eaten, because all you've been surviving on was a shard of lettuce and a gallon of water for the last 3 months to be the perfect bottom for this new man that you met with a purple penis who got a man who's gonna leave the condom in you and leave anyway.
Scared.
Just saying. So back to the lube. Yes. You want to make sure you have an ample amount of lube. Now, for those of you that say, "Yo, well, I put lube on," all that kind of stuff, you can also put lube inside the condom. Because most fellas is like, "Well, I don't really feel the booty, I don't really feel the vagina with the condom on. It's not really as wet as I need it to be." So put some lube inside the condom and then roll the condom on your penis.
Make sure the condom fits.
Make sure it fits. Yes. And then you're going to feel that same amount of moisture because now the lube is inside the condom. Yep. You're inside this lubricated orifice. It's going to sound like when you make macaroni and cheese.
we're getting fired.
I mean, whether it's down home macaroni and cheese or even box Kraft macaroni and cheese, it all makes the same sound. I ain't a fan of Kraft, but it makes the same.
I do
the same gushy sound. Yeah. So if you want to have that gushy sound and have all those noises in the room, this is your best friend.
Now I will say,
your best friend.
People will look at us and be like, Ty, Dante, I've gotten those from you, and they're very, very hard to open, and they are.
They are.
Okay, but make sure that you open them prior to sex. Don't do it in the heat of the moment,
right?
Because if you look at this twist top piece right here, your hands are going to be slippery. So trying to get this off is just going to frustrate you.
Right.
So what I've noticed
and frustrate the top.
And frustrate the top or the bottom.
Yeah.
You know, whatever the case may be, right? Getting this off is probably like literally I've noticed too by having conversations with people, if you don't have your sex kit readily available, what happens is you're more prone to make mistakes and you're more prone to do raw sex or unprotected sex or whatever the case may be
because you caught up in the moment.
Because you caught up in the moment and your hands are too slippery to slide the slide of the condom, and you don't want to use your teeth because you're not supposed to. And so make sure all of this stuff is prepped prior to. I get the spontaneous idea, but some of y'all know when y'all about to have sex.
The majority of y'all know you're about to have sex.
You know he ain't just coming over here to play video games.
Right. I roll a blunt and whatnot. No, he came to smash.
Yes.
He came to smash.
You've been talking all that mess all day.
You don't want this.
Right. When he get there, you think y'all going to watch CNN.
No, he not come talk about Ukraine. He ain't come talk about that.
He don't even know what that is.
No.
At all. He has no idea. This is a restaurant that sells burgers.
Oh, Fairfax. By Hanson's Bakery.
You want to Ukraine.
Hold the mustard.
I mean, hold the mustard. Extra onions. He's not taking any of that into consideration.
No.
So, no.
But let me say, so the best sex, if you want to have the safest sex possible, you can be a solo sexual. If you've never heard of a solo sexual, that means that you are in love with you and all you do is take care of you until you find the right person.
So maybe I might be that TMI, but I have 1 dildo, 2, I have the little pink thing that vibrates.
Okay.
I got the little thing that I could put on my penis that simulates a butt.
Okay.
I got the beads.
Okay.
I got the things that go on my nipples. I don't need nobody.
That's a solo sexual. And solo sexuals are, I'm not going to say the new thing, but they're getting a lot more conversation and dialogue. There's really people out there who are sexually satisfied just by themselves. Some of them are even in relationships. And they're like, I have a whole man, but I also want to take care of myself. Yes. Now, you got to be a strong partner to understand that your partner wants to go by themselves for a minute and then they'll come back to you.
I'd rather you be by yourself for a minute than going somewhere else and, messing around with the club.
But some people that mess with their self-esteem. And I used to sell sex toys. And I would always tell the ladies.
Did you?
Yeah, I would always tell the ladies, like, sis, if you're gonna buy a sex toy, if you're gonna buy a dildo or a vibrator or whatnot, if you get this dildo and you get one that's bigger than your actual man, make sure he does not find it.
Yeah,
because if he finds this, it's gonna mess with his ego. They're like, this what you want? I ain't this what you want? Okay.
Boy, grab that and come on with me, please.
Right.
Let's go.
Same in gay relationships. So fellas, if you got a dildo and it's bigger than your man, make sure that your man is ready for this. So in 10 minutes, we're gonna talk about how to be a safe solo sexual.
This is gonna be fun.
So if you are a solo sexual, what you want to do is to make sure that you have the time to be a solo sexual. Don't lose your job because you're the solo sexual, because every time you're supposed to be at work, you at home getting greasy with yourself.
Yes.
All right, that's one.
Save it for the weekends. That makes it fun.
Save it for the weekends.
Yeah,
have a vibe. Yeah. Have your incense, have your sage, have your right lighting, have the right music.
Put your headphones in and just go all.
Like who would be your solo sexual person to go to? Would it be her? Would it be SZA? Would it be Summer Walker?
Hers always like hurt, and SZA's more like, I'm trying to do something. So it'd be more SZA.
Then you got Kiana Lede.
I like Kiana Lede. Or like that really, really dirty down south trap music might get me there.
But Ari Lennox is good too.
Yeah, she is good.
But I'm over Bryson Tiller.
Oh, Bryson Tiller can sing me while I do this.
I'm like Bryson Tiller-ish type. And then just get a vibe and get in your own zone.
Yeah.
And then love you. And then what?
Slim Thug.
And then what you will end up doing, honestly, what you will end up noticing is that the more you take care of yourself, the less time you got to deal with foolishness.
I know.
Because oftentimes we get caught up in trying to find somebody to come and love us, find somebody to come and hold us, find somebody to come and tell us we're pretty. Tell yourself you're pretty.
Yeah. Or if you don't want them to talk,
yeah,
please don't talk.
Tell yourself you're pretty. Tell yourself that you're the it. Tell yourself, be like Lizzo. I know
that's true.
Lizzo is all about I've got me. I'm enough, regardless of my body size, whatever. Because
she's sexy.
She's
I
sexy.
don't want to objectify her, but I think her confidence makes her sexy.
Is sexy.
Yes,
because low self-esteem is such a turnoff.
It is.
If every time somebody gives you a compliment, well, I don't feel attractive. Okay, well then you're not.
All right, well give me my compliment back because I tried with
ugly.
you.
Right,
Sorry.
I'm over it. But I think that when you start doing that and you start sexually gratifying yourself, no dude can really step to you and get all up in your head because for one, you've released all those pheromones.
Yeah.
You've released all of that.
And
so
let's
all
be honest,
all that thirst
when
that's
you
been built
are
up
trying to be out there doing whatever, and trying to whatever, and they taking too long, you want to get near yourself, they're not coming over. Once I'm done, that's it.
Yeah,
hey, I'm pulling up. No, you're not. I'm cleaning up.
Unless you bring in tacos, you're not coming in this house.
And we ain't having sex then because I just need one. I'm all right.
Right. That's
good.
it. And I think it puts you back in control. However, don't be a solo sexual to the point that you are now neglecting your primary partner.
Yes, don't do that.
If all you need is you, but you got a partner who's not a solo sexual, you got to make sure. You got to make sure you saving some juice, some jizz,
something.
Jizz. Give me that jizz.
I can't wait till the clients come back in.
Saving your jizz, for your mate because your partner is like, yo, I get that you're loving on you. I give you time to go love on you, but I want you to shoot on me. Yeah. And if you've exhausted all of your fluids, and now when it comes time to them, it's little spills coming up.
Right.
Where's the rest of
it? This didn't even hit my neck.
This is it?
It's just in between my cleats.
And they got like kind of squeeze it out like a udder.
Then you really you've done the solo sex.
Yeah, and it's like and it's like this is all that you've produced. Well, I jerked off like 3 times today. I did it on my lunch break in the car. I did it on the way home. And I got you. I know he's gonna want some tonight. No, and you knew. So you knew. And then if your partner is like ready for it, and your partner ain't did nothing in a while,
and they just waiting on you,
and you greasing yourself every day, all day, it's gonna take you forever to finish.
Yeah. And while they're at work, give them access to the little pink thing so they can make it move for you, and then when they get home,
And it's nothing worse. It's nothing worse than your partner wanting you to finish and you can't.
Oh yeah.
Whether you're a top or a bottom,
that's a toughie.
They're like, God dang, I love you, but I'm getting hungry.
We've been at it for like 45 minutes. And 30 of those minutes was you.
Right. I gotta finish cleaning my greens.
Cleaning greens.
You doing all this.
Cleaning greens.
Yeah, I got to go finish.
Then I gotta be on the table.
Yeah.
Got responsibility.
Right.
I can't just sit
I
here
can do all this. So
okay.
So listen, y'all. So we're gonna wrap this up on tonight or today. And hopefully you guys learn. So listen, condoms, fentanyl strips, and lubrication, at-home HIV test kits, Dontá, Ty, we're all here at APLA Health out here. Sexual clinic, community resources. You can just stop by anytime and get any kind of safer sex supplies you want. If you need condoms or lube mailed to you, we will mail them out to you. Just reach out to us. Give us your address. We'll ship you a whole stash.
And don't you come here and say, I don't know how to put it on. Can you show me?
Yeah, and if you use a condom once, please throw it away. Don't wash it off and turn it inside out and say, I'm going to use it again. Kids have told me they did that. I just washed it out and I'll use it again. No. Ew, condoms are one time. They're not recyclable. No. You don't hang them over the shower like stockings.
There are no such things as recyclable condoms.
Right. Recyclable condoms. Yes. So that's it. So we are done.
Yeah.
And Dwayne and Ryan will be back next week to pick up where we left off or just start a whole new conversation. So thank y'all for checking out Healthy Him Live with Dontá and Ty, the takeover.
This was fun.
Kwame, take us on out. We are done.
This was like Rap City.
I mean, back in the day, I'm Cedar.
You can be Cedar. I like that. I will be Method Man.
Okay. Method Man now or then?
Both.
Either one, it don't matter.
You know,
cream,
solo lover,
cash was everything around me. Dollar bill, y'all. Just I'm gonna take us out quick.
Okay, before we start ready.
Yeah.